Crushed it. It's almost gone, baby. Chopped salad from Subway. Tuna, chopped salad, Southwest sauce. Yeah. Starting a new thing I can't eat until after 12 o'clock. And I can't eat after 6:30. So, yeah, man. We're going to see how this work out. All my jeans starting to get tight, man. Shirt's starting to get too small. I gotta change some up, man. I ain't trying to get too savvy. I ain't trying to do that. But I want y'all to see my man. I can hear my man on the phone with his chick talking about something. Yeah, I got me a condo. And yeah, I got a condo. I got a basketball court, full basketball court in the back, paved. Oh yeah, my commute to work is sweet, man. I can pretty much walk to work. I can walk to work. He ain't lying. He ain't lying at all. I don't see that little dirty that dirty little mattress back there in the back though. Look, let me leave buddy alone, man. Look, I'm actually finna plug their business, man. Look, man, I'm gonna test these guys out. I'm gonna see what they got. I done gave Blue Beacon enough of my money. I'm gonna try these folks out and see what they got, man. It's just on top of Georgia at this pilot, right across the street from the TA. I think it's exit 386 or something like that. But I'm gonna try them out and see what happens. But hey, this video is about bouncing back from something bad. Like if something goes wrong in your trucking career, it's not the end of the world. You just gotta understand how you gotta move after the fact, your restraints, your time restraints, how long you gotta go through certain things. Turn the camera around. How long you gotta go through certain things before you can go to the next chapter in your life. A guy hit me up that I was working with. He was trying to get on over here with Snyder, and he was like, he was embarrassed because he had a rollover, and he didn't even want to hit me back because he had a rollover. So I don't know if he got a rollover before me and him talk, or he got a rollover after the fact. A lot of people try to do that. They try to run. Like if they mess up at one trucking job, they try to hurry up and go get another job, and they think the other job ain't gonna know. Oh, as soon as that happens, that goes on your debt report that day or the next morning. So when they pull your debt report up, boom, it's gonna be on there, and they're gonna call your old employer. So your old employer can't tell them everything you did because you can sue them for that, but they will say he's not eligible for rehire or whatever. If they hear that, they know, okay, this motherfucker fucked up real bad. So, look, some things I've done. I flipped the truck my first 3 months out here watching. I'm trying to watch TV. I'm watching my laptop while I'm driving down the road. I remember I was watching the movie Eraser, and it was at the part when the guy had that gun, that see-through gun. He could see through the walls. And he was trying to shoot Arnold Schwarzenegger. I seen the movie before. I'm still watching like, oh, is he gonna shoot him? I know he ain't gonna shoot him, but I'm still watching. And while I'm watching, I went off the road, and I was like in a construction area. And like in Texas, they had a spot where it was like, it wasn't like a regular construction area. It was like the curve was like this thick, or maybe even like a foot thick from the ground. Like they was repaving the road and they was building it up. And so it was a big drop off. I mean, it was a big drop off. Like if you was to go off, take one wheel off, your whole truck will lean like shh. So it was a big drop off. So when I was trying to get back on the road, now mind you, I'm going like 65 miles an hour, 64 miles an hour. I'm trying to get back on the road. I'm like, damn, I had to hit that bitch hard, like boo, and jump. Went all across the road, and like I almost brought it back though. Because the guy behind me, after I flipped that bitch over, the dude pulled up behind me, the dude in the car. He was like, man, I thought you almost had it, man. Like I seen you going back and forth like you had it. Then next thing you know, everything just went downhill. And like my load shift in the back. I remember I had some Hoover vacuum cleaners. All that shit shift, and cause they was like boxes, you know. So when all the boxes shift to one side, the weight just pulled my trailer, and then that shit pulled my tractor, and I flipped that bitch over. But my fault. I should not have been watching the movie. Never watched the movie again since that. What else I did? But I couldn't get on any major company, so I went and got on with a little small company that needed drivers. And this dude had little old trucks, but he ran back and forth from Atlanta to Texas. So it actually worked out better for me because I was running. That's all I had to do was Atlanta, Dallas, Atlanta, Dallas. That's all I was doing, running back and forth. I was home every weekend, and I was making like $825 a week. If you did 2 trips, you normally got about $825. Sometimes you get like $840. If you went to what is it? Fort Worth. So, I mean, shoot, I told my homeboy about it. We ran that shit for like 3 years. We was happy as shit. Home in Atlanta on the weekend with $800 in your pocket, and you like 25 years old, and we was out there balling, strip clubbing, trying to do everything. No tax. We ain't know nothing about filing out taxes. We was out there getting it and didn't know. But when I was with that company, I ended up hitting I was going through a construction zone, and they had the barrier. You know how they put the little cement barriers down? So everything got condensed real tough. And they had these little markers on the other side. Some real big like metal signs. Like this, let you know to slow down. So I'm trying not to hit this barrier over here. I'm getting closer to the signs. My mirror hit the sign, cracked my damn mirror up. Fucked my mirror up. I told the dude, he was like, how did this happen? I was like, man, we was driving through I didn't want to tell him I hit a damn sign that was stationary. So I told him I was going through. Truck loud, man. Y'all might can't hear it, but I can hear it. I rolled his window up. But I told the dude I hit another truck. We was going through the parking lot at a truck stop, and his mirror hit my mirror. That's what I said. And he was like, hey man, shit, you gotta pay for that shit. So I had to pay like, I don't know, like $100 something for that mirror. Now mind you, listen to this, I had to pay like $100 something for that mirror. Fast forward about 10 years later, I hit another truck, and I was backing into a truck stop. That truck stop at 104 in Alabama. It's a Flying J. Man, look, and this shit happened back-to-back weeks. Like 1 week, I backed into a guy mirror because it's tight on that back row, and I just knocked the cover off his mirror, but I had to get it replaced. They ended up charging me like $7. I called the people. It was like a small company. And I called the guy. I was like, look, called the safety guy that night. I said, look, we ain't got to worry about it. I'll pay for it. We got to worry about call the insurance companies and all that kind of everything going your license. It's harder for you to get jobs and stuff like that. Because insurance companies won't pick you up. So the dude was like, all right. The lady called me the next day and we talked about it. And I was just like, yeah, you just send me to my email. I'll send you the money, check, whatever, however you want me to send it, PayPal. And we got that done. So just got to think about it. You know, I'm probably making like about 15 a week at the time. Had to pay $725 on that. But I still saw some money. Paid them people that money. I remember the lady, she told me, she said, dang, I wish everybody was like you. Like, you just own up to your responsibility and you pay. Like, most guys, we have to chase them down and all that kind of stuff. She's like, it was a pleasure working with you. It wasn't no pleasure for me paying her that $725, but it didn't go in my report. I'm glad they worked with me and they ain't try to file the shit and all that kind of stuff. Because the insurance might go up too. The insurance be funky sometimes. So, she don't want to deal with insurance. I don't want to deal with insurance. Just don't handle this stuff. Be straight up about it and get it done. But so past that chapter, another time I was with a company, and hold on, that same truck stop. The next week I parked in that same truck stop, and a guy backed into me. But he was backing up. But when he backed, he had his tires like turned real hard. When he was backing in his hole, his tires hit my tires or hit the side of my truck. I think they hit my tires. I think it just luck of the draw. His tires hit my tires, so my whole truck shook, but it was no damage. And I told myself, I said, man, I ain't coming back to this fucking truck stop ever again. It's just because that spacing is real tight. And like, you can park in there, but you got to be on your P's and Q's. So, that 104, I never sleep there anymore. Another thing happened to me. This was the big one that happened to me. Two things. Well, one time my license got suspended because I got a speeding ticket in my truck, then got a speeding ticket in my personal vehicle, and both of them were going over 15 miles an hour. So I try to tell all truck drivers, never go over 15 miles an hour. Try to never go over 10 miles than the speed limit. Because if you get caught going over 15, you get a super speeding ticket that goes on your debt report as a major violation. 2 major violations in 3 years, nobody ain't gonna hire you. you're gonna pretty much have to get your own authority or something for somebody to fuck with you, and you have to pay your own insurance. So, with that being said, I got a letter in the mail saying my license was suspended, and for like 30 days. And I was like, oh shit. So I'm trying to find somebody to drive my truck. In the meantime, I was doing something simple, man. I think I was going to take the trailer back that I was renting or something, and I hit a fucking tree. The branch fell off the tree and hit this lady car behind me. She was mad as hell, honking her horn and shit. Beep, 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 beep. You fucked up my car, motherfucker. And I was like, bitch, I was mad as hell, dog. I was mad as fuck, because I'm like, man, I didn't try to do that. The tree fell on your car. So it ain't like I ran into your shit. But she was like, I was mad. But I said, T, hold on, bro. Your license is suspended. That's why you taking this trailer back right now. You don't supposed to be driving. If the police show up right now, catch you driving, I don't know what the fuck gonna happen. You might go to fucking jail, and they might tow your truck in. That's more money. I'm like, shit. So I look, I switched up so motherfucking fast. And you gotta know what your lane is. I ain't have a leg to stand on right now. So I was like, woo. I said, look, man, I'm sorry. Look, what can I do to make this up to you? Like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you want, I'll make it up to you. I'm sorry. I can't control the tree. And I didn't do this on purpose. So let's work together so you can be happy. And she noticed I changed because I was starting to power up on her ass because she was yelling at me, and it wasn't really my fault. I mean, I don't know how the fuck the tree branch gonna fall on her damn car. But so she calmed down, and we got through the whole thing, and like it just that went away. Other thing that happened, big boy, like, oh, could have been over for you, boy. I had my truck parked on the hill one time, and a lady was trying to come out, so I backed up for her. She could come out, and I just put my foot on the brake. I had my foot on the brake for so long, I forgot I didn't pull my brakes. So after the lady came out, she turned another guy. He was backing out of the facility, and his tires was about to go in the ditch. So I was like, hey, trying to be a good Samaritan and shit. I was like, oh. And I get out the truck, my truck don't move because I done had my brake pressed down so long, but I'm still on a slight incline. I jump out, I'm helping the guy, and I hear somebody hollering like, hey. I'm like, what the fuck are they talking about? I turn back and look, my truck rolling down the fucking hill. That bitch turned, and it got to a point where my trailer was turned, and my truck jackknife, and my tires of my tractor came off the ground. So the weight from my tractor and the trailer pinched a little bit. It kind of hung up on each other. So my tractor wouldn't move and my trailer couldn't move. But if it would have kept rolling, it would have rolled down the hill, ran into trees, fucked the trailer up. I would have got fucked. Man, my record would have been so fucked. I would have got released from the company I was working with. Trying to be a fucking good guy, but I didn't do what I was supposed to do. I did not set my brakes. But what I did, instead of calling my company and telling them, hey, I need y'all to come give me a record out here and all that kind of shit, one of my tires was bust, and I need to get towed out. I went on my phone. I called the record place. Record came out, they pulled me out, charged me $500. Then I had to go to the fucking to a Love's and get my tire fixed. And I think they charged me, I don't know, it was like almost another $500. Because I remember I ended up spending like $1,100 that day on that whole ordeal. But I did not call my company. Because if I would have called my company, I would have been terminated. That shit would have been on my deck. I would have been fucked up. I could not get on. I would not be able to get on over here with Snyder. So sometimes you got to understand when you got to make that personal like decision. Like, okay, I got to bite the bullet and pay this shit. Because if this shit go on my record, I can be fucked up. You got to understand that. So when you fuck up, when other people got to pay for it, that shit going on your record. If you fuck up and you pay for it, nobody don't know about it but you and the person you paid. So I'm doing this video for y'all can see. People fuck up out here. It depends on when you fuck up, how do you manage that fuck up. If you can like keep contained and move on, and a lot of people don't know about it, you can get past it. If you out there spasming out and want somebody to hold your hand and you want somebody else to pay for your mistake, it's gonna go on your DAC. And if it go on your DAC, the next company, employer, or whatever ain't gonna wanna fuck with you. So just try to pay attention, try to do the right thing, and remember, you ain't the only one going through this. Other people have went through this same kind of shit, and it's not the end of the world. Even if you get speeding tickets, flip rollovers, whatever, after a certain time you can get back on. So if you still got the desire and the drive to drive trucks, after so many months or years, you can get back in. You just gotta look at the situation for what it is and plan from there. But that's what it is, people, man. I'm finna enjoy the rest of my little salad. And I'll holler at y'all later, man. Gone.